Okay, so it's super easy. First, you gotta take the 2 sticks of butter and you're going to cream those together with the 1 cup of sugar and the 1 cup of brown sugar. Do you. No, don't worry about it. It's the measuring can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Well, that is true, but everybody's different, okay? Just, it's okay if the cookies are little. Actually, it's more of a problem if the cookies have less sugar than more, so you're totally fine. If the cookies have too little sugar, then they're going to end up being like kind of bready in texture. These ones will just be a little crisper than normal. That's entirely okay. Next, you need to add the eggs. You remembered to pull them out and let them get to room temperature like I told you, right? That's my good baby. Okay, you're gonna add the eggs. Please be careful with those. Nobody wants eggshells in their cookies. It's okay if they're crunchy, but not crunchy that way. Yeah, let me, let me fix it. No, it's okay. Everybody, look, this is your first time. Look, my first time was just when I was very small. It may make you feel silly, but everybody makes a lot of mistakes when they're trying something new. You just learn from those mistakes and do better next time. In future, you want to crack your eggs up against each other instead of up against the counter. If you crack them up against the counter, then you're actually pushing the eggshells into the egg, and that gives you a better chance of ending up with eggshells in the eggs and inside the cookies, which is not what you want. So just try it that way next time, and it'll be fine. Your dad likes the cookies to have a lot of vanilla, so let's use 2 teaspoons, even though the recipe only says 1. Just like that. That's good. Can you smell it? You want to be able to smell the ingredients really strongly, even though it's going to smell stronger, of course, when it's baked. You want the scent to come through, and if the scent does come through, then you know that they're going to end up being good cookies. They could still be good if you can't smell, but it's less likely. Smell equals flavor, just like that. Okay, so now I want you to add the flour. You have to scrape the extra flour off the top. If it's heaping cups, then we're more likely to add too much flour, and then the cookies will just end up dry and they won't be very appealing. Right, just like that. Just scrape it back into the container. Good, yeah. Okay, so mix in the flour. Make sure you don't overmix it because we don't want it ending up battery. It is called cookie batter, but it's really more like a dough. I don't know why it's called batter either. No. Right, okay. So the flour, then you want the salt, the baking powder, and the baking soda. We actually only use a very small amount of baking powder and baking soda. I don't even know why they're in the recipe, honestly, but no, you can leave out the baking soda if we don't have any. Like I said, it's very, very small amounts, and actually, I don't even understand what it does most of the time. I think it affects the texture, because cookies don't really rise. Right. No, it's good. Like that. Stop mixing. Stop. Right there. Yeah, just like that. If you mix it anymore, it'll be overmixed and they could end up being tough. Now is the best part. We add chocolate chips and nuts because we don't want them to be too sweet. We have to pretend that they're healthy. Just a little bit. Right. Do you want to add pecans or pistachios or... I don't like walnuts. You don't like walnuts either? I think only your dad likes walnuts. Why don't we just put walnuts in like half the portion? Right, we'll put almonds in first and we can scoop out several batches and then we'll put walnuts in the rest of it and he can have like 6 cookies to himself with walnuts. That's good. We don't need to put in that many nuts or the texture will be weird. Remember, it's cookie with nuts, not nuts held together by cookie batter. And add some more chocolate than that. They're chocolate chip cookies. Cookies is the second part of that statement. It should be mostly chocolate and then cookie. All right, so let's let this chill and we'll see how it turns out after we bake them. We have to let it chill for about an hour, okay? So that we don't just spend the time in here eating cookie batter, why don't we go play a board game or something? All right, let's see how these turned out. I'm excited. Yeah, this is your first batch of cookies ever. Let's take a moment to revel in that realization. You just successfully baked cookies. I mean, you don't think it's that impressive, but a lot of people don't ever make anything from scratch, so you should really be proud of yourself. No. Every first step is an achievement. It doesn't matter yet how they turned out. The point is, you did it. And they look like cookies, don't they? Then you made cookies. Congratulations. Let's just try these. Ugh, you're such a little rain cloud. Okay. Alright. They're a little bit dark, but you know it's our oven. It never bakes anything evenly. And they're just cooked at the top just right, but the bottom is a little bit burnt. It's. Please, just let me try the cookie, okay? It is not garbage. This is your first attempt, and we all know that our oven is terrible. Even when I bake desserts, they burn a little bit sometimes. So, take it easy. See? They're good. Not actually good. They are good. The bottom, okay, we can cut the bottoms off or something, or just be more careful with the next batch. Maybe try to adjust the rack or something. But these are good. They didn't end up too sweet. They didn't taste weird, and the consistency, the texture is perfect. You did a great job. And yes, it's because I'm your mom and I taught you, but you still made them. Yeah, I am going to take credit because it turned out well, but you should also take credit. Now, the only thing left to do is take a picture so that we can always remember the first baked good that you ever made. Also, let's try to make sure that we do legitimately turn the oven down for the next batch, because you know how finicky your dad gets about baked goods, and he'll just be like, oh no, carcinogens. Yeah. We don't want him to have to eat char. We'll be hearing about it for the next 2 weeks.